What's going on, y'all? My name is Adrian, and today is our 14th time joining the Thursday train. Choo choo! Hey guys, this is Adrian.
This is Corey.
Come on, Corey.
Okay, this is Corey.
Yeah, so we're here to remind you to leave a like.
And maybe a comment.
And I guess you could share it if you feel like it.
Or you could even subscribe.
Yeah, that too. Subscribing is good, because that's good for the algorithm, I think.
And our egos.
Yeah, especially those. Those are important. Okay, bye. Alright, so today's going to be a very quick video. Right now, today, in this moment, is Tuesday, and the Thursday train is on Thursday. So I have today to film, today to edit, tomorrow to edit, and then Thursday we watch it. So let's make this quick. I wanted to do this for a couple of weeks now. As you know, Janice, well, as you may know, Janice made Corey and I this wonderful jar right here. We cannot stop talking about it. This cool jar for our paintbrushes. She noticed that we were just using these pickle jars for our paintbrushes and our palette knives. We were just kind of improvising, and they worked fine, but she was like, you guys need something fancier, so she made us something really cool. So that inspired me to make something cool for our palette knives.
Do tell.
And so I took our pickle jar and I just painted it with some spray paint. I took this Rustoleum spray paint, which is a paint and primer mix right here. This is in Hunter Green. I just spray painted it, the bottom, the sides, just to kind of put a nice primer on it. And my plan today is to do a pour, just a straight up ring pour on top of this, let it dry and just see what I come up with. Worst case scenario, it looks like crap and I can just paint over it. Best case scenario, it looks cool and we can keep it and it'll be a part of our little art collection. So yeah, I really don't have anything else to say.
That's a first.
Let's just do it. Let's go. All right, transition. All right, here we are. So I have my jar here. What I'm going to do is I'm going to use this bottle of purified water. I'm just using the bottle as a structure to put the jar on top of, upside down like that. So it has somewhere to pour. There we go. I'm leaving the water in the bottle just so it's a little bit more sturdy. And the colors I want to use are going to be colors that I feel like represent Corey and I the best. This is a blue that I made from a pigment powder. I forgot the exact name for it. I'll pop that on the screen. This one is called Blue Flame. We love this color. That one's a pigment powder from ColourArte. This one's called Emperor's Gold. I'm going to use a little bit of that just to kind of keep with the metallic theme that Janice used. She used a good bit of copper in hers. And I'm going to use green, of course. Of course I'm going to use green.
Duh.
And this green is actually just called grass, or Splendor in the grass. Love this green. It is just so vibrant, and gosh, I would unalive someone to get my grasses green. I'm joking, but I'm kind of not joking. But I'm mostly joking, especially just YouTube. If anyone important is watching this right now, I'm totally joking. I'll never do that. But if you know someone that can make that happen for me to get grass that green, talk to me. So I'm going to use those two blues, that green. I think I'm going to use another green, permanent green. Dark or deep worked really well in my last video. I loved how that looked on the coaster, so I'm going to use that as well. And then I'm going to use some metallic white to kind of separate those colors a bit. And I think that's all we wrote. So first I'm going to stack my colors in a cup. First color in is the last color out. I don't want to favor either Corey or my favorite color in this pour. So I'm going to make white be my last color to come out, but then I am going to start with the green next.
Predictable.
Actually, no, I'll go with the gold. I'm going to go with the gold. Go with the gold. Go with the gold. Go with the gold. Is my mic on? I hope it's on. Cove is down for a quick little nap before his second lunch, or his first dinner, whatever you want to call it. So I'm kind of keeping an eye on him at the same time. I don't want him to get too feisty before he can eat. I made a mistake earlier today. His lunch poured into his bowl and I was in the other room. I heard it and I didn't react fast enough and he kind of freaked out, and totally my fault. So I'm gonna make sure I am ready to get him out as soon as his food is ready so that he is a happy camper. Because a happy Kova means a happy Adrian. By the way, Kova is so big, I swear every time he sleeps, Like, not just at night. I'm talking about just his naps throughout the day. I swear, every time he wakes up, he's bigger. This dog is gonna be huge. All right. I actually meant to incorporate more white in between these colors. I just did a blue, a green, a blue, and a green without any white in between. But I think I might like that, since those colors do, when they bleed together, they don't like muddy up because green and blue are next to each other on a color wheel. I think it'll be fine. So I think I might just keep the exact same pattern going over and over and over. And I'm gonna make my rings a little smaller. I was making those a little bigger than I wanted to. Oh, okay, I just changed up my order, so I guess we're just gonna just do that.
Going with the flow.
So since I just messed up the order, I'm gonna just throw in white there. Why not? Today is really just a fast, if it works, it works. If it doesn't, it doesn't. This is something I've been wanting to do, kind of just been putting it off because of our other projects. But I figured today's training might just be a great time to do it. And I would like to say quickly, if you're watching, thank you. Shout out to Dave, to Julie, to Gert, and to Janice. I don't think Julie is a part of this week's training, but whenever she is wonderful. Her art is always top notch. I don't know who was ahead of us and who was behind us, if anyone's behind us. A lot of times we are the caboose. But yeah, check them out if you haven't already. Leave them a like, leave them a comment, subscribe if you haven't. I'm assuming if you're watching this, you're definitely subscribed to them. That's way more than enough. I'm just gonna stop right there. I'm assuming if you're watching this, you're already subscribed to them, or you're at least aware of their channel. So I said all that just to say thank you. Thanks for being here. All right, so here's gonna be the fun part. I've never actually poured on something like this. I've only seen a similar technique when people have like poured on like ornaments. So this is gonna be kind of new for me. This primer, I think, is just tacky enough to work well, but we'll see. So here comes the money shot.
That's inappropriate.
I think my top camera is at a good angle. I think that camera's doing a good job. Let's do it. I'm gonna just keep it plain and simple. I'm not gonna even twist the cup. I want it to do what it does naturally. See, right now it's pouring off on one side. I am gonna direct the weight on one side a little bit more just to make sure that it's all covered. But I'm gonna try to keep the pattern pretty true to itself. So far it looks pretty cool. This color palette is really reading Adrian and Corey art's really cool right now. That's fun. It's not falling super evenly, which is kind of creating a cool pattern on its own. I don't know what the other side looks like. I can't see it, but I'm guessing it's covered since that side got covered first. And here comes the end. Here comes the white. Here comes the white. Do 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 do. Here comes the white.
Here comes the sun.
Wow. That's awesome. And like in my usual fashion, that's way too much paint. That, guys, that's kind of sick.
How sick is that?
That's really sick. That's cool. Oh, wow. Okay. That is a lot of white, but I kind of like that. I kind of like it. Because one side is it looks very, okay, let me stop talking about it now. I'm going to get you in close while it's still wet. I'll bring you in probably tomorrow while it's dry-ish. So yeah, let's get you in close. Ooh. All right, y'all. So here's what we got so far. So this top part looks really cool. This is really, really cool. Obviously, this will be on the bottom, so you won't really see that. The jar is displayed as is, but you can see a little bit of the rings there. This is the more white side here. This side, you kind of get a little bit more of the green and the blues. There, it's kind of hard to get around without actually standing on the table. But it's subtle. It's pretty subtle, but it's pretty. It's pretty and subtle. I think when it dries, the definition will come out a little bit more. I'm not super sold on it yet. Sorry, my finger was in the way. I'm not super sold on it yet. I should have put a canvas at the bottom of this because that would have been a pretty pour there. I could have done something really nice with that. But I think when it dries, it's going to look cool. I might pour over this again. If I do it again, I might just make paints a bit thicker so the rings will hold a little bit more. But I think for a quick experiment, oh, there's his food. Okay, I gotta go feed him. But for a quick experiment, I'm okay with this. I think it's gonna dry pretty cool. I can't wait to show you. All right, you'll see that in just a second. All right, folks, so it is the next day and the jar is dry. I am not impressed with how this turned out. This was just an experiment, so it's fine. I made a mistake of moving it a little too quickly. As you can see, the bottom part, which had all the cool, ring pour moments there, was not dry at all. And it got all messed up, so I just wiped it off. Luckily, that's the bottom, so you won't see that. However, the sides here, as you can see, it's just one big muddy mess. If you look closely, you can see a little bit of definition here. You can see a little bit of the difference between the colors, and that gold is kind of having a little moment here. A little bit of white's coming through. It's very, very, very subtle. So what I figured that I'd do, since this is just one big experiment, there's really no pressure with this piece, I'm going to just kind of add some embellishments, and I'm going to play around with some of these acrylic markers here. And so I'm going to just kind of play and see what I can do. Let's get to it. Alright y'all, so this is what we have so far. It's better. I would definitely say it's better. It's clearly not what I was going for at the first attempt. I do think I'll probably go over this again once this fully dries, maybe with actual paint and paint brushes. I'm not that familiar with the acrylic paint markers, so I'm not that skilled with it yet, but I do like the look. I like the combination of colors. I think it still reads ARC. It definitely reads Asian and Corey with the color combinations. I like the little gold. So I think I'm going to add one more little embellishment here on the top. I think I'm going to use these pearls here to kind of give it a nice little pop of pow, a little bit of pizzazz. And then after that, we're going to call it. And yeah, this was a cool experiment. It definitely took a turn that I was not expecting. But that's art sometimes. So yeah. Thank you for watching. Thank you, Janice, for inspiring me to do something like this. Thank you for being part of the train. And yeah, I'm going to show you how this turns out at the end. And like I said earlier, watch whoever comes after us. And if there are people ahead of us, go back and watch them too. Like everyone's videos, leave comments, subscribe to everybody, all that good stuff. We'll see y'all in the next one. Bye.